to Channel 4. I'm your host, Kent Rockman, bringing you the latest carbon-related news all the time. Tonight, at 5, teenagers found a new way of getting high. Cow poop. Yes, you heard it right, folks. Cow poop. Somehow, teenagers living in rural parts of the country have discovered a way to harness the naturally occurring methane manure and use it as a stimulant. We'll have more on that later. Right now, it's time for weather with our resident weatherman, William Crystal.
Hello, my name is William Crystal. Let's take a look at the chart. As you can see, some acid rain is passing through. Some recently deceased animals have already begun to release their carbon back into the atmosphere. If you live out west, you can expect a sunny weekend, as it seems the forest has absorbed CO2 through the process of photosynthesis. If you live along the coast, you can expect a mildly sunny weekend. You can thank our friends phytoplankton for that. You see, phytoplankton absorb CO2 for their shells, and when they die, CO2 doesn't go back into the atmosphere. It's stored underground as limestone, or CaCO3. Coming up this winter, you can expect an increase in CO2, as all of the leaves will have fallen off the trees. You see, photosynthesis can't take place without leaves. So, between respiration and underground vents, it'll cause an unbalance, thus a rise in CO2. And remember, kids, don't eat yellow snow. Back to you, Kent.
Thank you, Mr. Crystal. It's something you find everywhere, but it could be the deadliest thing you eat. More on that at 6. Right now, we're going live to a field report with our very own Bruce Caver.
Hello to you all. I'm Bruce Caver reporting live from a field. This is a field to talk to you all about something very important. The carbon cycle. The carbon cycle is something that occurs naturally, or under the power of nature. But in the last century, humans have disrupted this wonderful cycle by burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. Fossil fuels are created when plant and animal remains sink underground to form carbon sinks. I'm sure you're all aware that the burning of fossil fuels releases the carbon back into the atmosphere. This causes the greenhouse effect.
Meet Mr. Sunbeam. He comes all the way from the sun to visit Earth.
Hello, Earth. Just popping in to brighten your day. La 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 la. And now, I'll be on my way.
Not so fast, Sunbeam. We're greenhouse gases. You ain't going nowhere.
Oh! Ah! No! Ah! Oh! Oh, God, it hurts!
Pretty soon, Earth is chock full of sunbeams. They're rotting corpses heating our atmosphere.
But what many of you may not know, there is an even deadlier source of greenhouse gases. Cow farts. Yes, that's right, cow farts that produce methane, which is scientifically proven to be up to 4 times more polluting than CO2. And this is because the U.S. is the largest consumer of beef in the whole world. There are actually more cows than there are cars on the road. So what you really should be concerned about is not what comes out of the back of your car, but what comes out of the back of your cow. Back to you in the studio.
Coming up after the break, we're joined by a special guest, the representative for Greenpeace, Luigi Coleman.
On rare occasions, opposites can coexist. Introducing the Sport Hybrid. The combination only Honda could engineer. The all-new CRZ Sport Hybrid.
Welcome to the nuclear-powered Toyota Prius prototype version 1.0. Your choice for safe, clean technology in the 21st century. Please press the ignition button. Thank you. Detonation will commence in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome back! I'm joined here in the studio by Greenpeace representative, Richie Coleman. How are you, Richie?
I'm very good. And you?
I'm fine myself. So tell me, what is being done this very moment to help reduce CO2 levels in the atmosphere?
Well, there are a number of things in the works. The 1997 Kyoto Protocol, which was signed by both the U.S. and Japan in order to reduce carbon emissions by 5% in 2012.
Yes. And is there anything else?
Oh, yes. The UK Climate Change Council, which has promised to try and reduce emissions by 2010.
Okay, so what are the methods by which countries are attempting to lower CO2 emissions?
Oh, there are many ways. The most prominent is alternative energy sources. You know, solar power.
Maybe this is too much electricity.
Nothing is ever right for you.
Wind power. Hydroelectric power. Oh, and even nuclear energy.
Interesting. But these are all ways to keep carbon from going into the atmosphere. Is there any way for carbon to be pulled out of the atmosphere?
Well, yes, there is. Scientists are developing a kind of mechanical tree that literally sucks the carbon right out of the atmosphere. And unlike regular trees, these machines keep on working right through winter.
So these are the things that wealthy countries are doing, but what can the individual do to limit their carbon footprint?
Well, you know, Kent, that's a good question, because it's us at Greenpeace who are encouraging people to do the small things, like, turning your personal electronics off after you're done with them, and lowering the thermostat a couple of degrees. Now, if everyone did those things, although they seem small, it'll make a big difference.
Thank you for the advice, Richie. It's been great to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Kent.
That's all we have time for. Thank you for joining us. Kent Brockman, signing out.
Open stuck drawer. Alrighty. It's hopeless.
Or is it?
Yeah, it's hopeless.
I said, or is it?
I said it. Oh.
Homer, what are you doing?
Listen, do you want the job done right or do you want it done fast?
Well, like all Americans, fast, but... Clear! You can't argue with results.
Ooh, baby!
Oh, don't worry. You'll be sleeping in this beautiful new doghouse. Target date, January 2007. And now, the grand finale. Get Lisa's jam tape out of VCR. Wait a minute. There. Fire in the hole! It's gonna take a lot of fireworks to clean this place up.